Are you happy? Not the kind of happiness you feel when you eat chocolate or land a new trick on your skateboard. Like, genuinely happy. Taken all together, how would you say things are going these days? Maybe the past couple of months or even years? Currently, there's an unhappiness epidemic. There are 50% more unhappy Americans than there were in 1990, and there are 27% more people worldwide who have negative thoughts and feelings since that same time period. That's only a span of 30 years. Our newest moonshot initiative, Neurojoy, aims to give every human being the right to lasting happiness. By this, we mean the right to experience long-term joy in life, the right to be motivated and explore your passions, the right to get up every morning ready to take on the day and achieve your goals. We understand that one of the key barriers in experiencing long-term happiness is mental illness. By creating novel treatments for brain disorders with emerging technologies and modern neuroscience, Neurojoy is spreading happiness one neuron at a time. While we have several ideas planned out, the first idea we are iterating on and focusing on is leveraging nanotechnology in brain-computer interfaces to stimulate neural activity non-invasively, suppressing psychiatric symptoms in real time. According to the NIH, 1 in every 5 people experiences mental illness. That's 970 million people, and depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide. On top of that, 800,000 people die by suicide every year, and that's one person every 40 seconds. Mental illnesses are neuropsychiatric conditions that involve changes in emotion, thinking, and/or behavior. They're associated with distress and/or problems functioning in social, work, or family activities. Major depression is one of the most common mental disorders in the United States. For some individuals, major depression can result in severe impairments that interfere with or limit someone's ability to carry out major life activities. As each person's brain varies, so does their need for a variety of mental health treatment options. Awareness and understanding of different forms of therapy are typically low among the general public, therefore making the field of therapy susceptible to manipulation by those with vested interests in promoting specific therapy brands. Therapy is usually a combination of some form of talk therapy and medication. The most common talk therapy options include psychodynamic therapy, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, also known as EMDR, and cognitive behavioral therapy. According to IBIS World, the market size measured by revenue of the behavioral therapist industry is $8.8 billion in 2020. The other way that mental illnesses like depression are treated are using medication like antidepressants, falling under the category of SSRIs and SNRIs. The antidepressant market relies largely off of North American prescription drug use due to both the rising number of prescription drugs and the number of mental health disorder cases. In the United States, antidepressants were the most commonly prescribed drug in 2013 with over 16 million long-term users. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, the most commonly prescribed class of antidepressants, are thought to work by increasing levels of serotonin in the brain. Researchers think SSRIs work based on the chemical imbalance theory, that certain neurotransmitters like serotonin were decreased in depressed brains, causing depression. The serotonin hypothesis SSRIs are based off of is almost 50 years old. And in order for a scientist to suggest an imbalance in anything, we'd have to understand what a perfectly balanced brain looks like, and no study or researcher has been able to show such a brain. Modern research suggests that there are many possible causes of depression, including faulty mood regulation by the brain, genetic vulnerability, stressful life events, medications, and medical problems. It's believed that several of these forces interact to bring on depression. Our newest moonshot initiative, Neurojoy, aims to give every human being the right to happiness. For background, deep brain stimulation is a neurological procedure involving the placement of a neurostimulator directly into the brain, sending high-frequency electrical impulses through implanted electrodes deep in the brain to specific areas. It was first used with success for treating movement disorders like Parkinson's and has since been extended to the treatment of psychiatric disorders. Depending on the placement, it can either inhibit or excite neurons associated with different disorders to fix the mixed signaling associated with different disorders. DBS has been shown to induce the gradual reorganization of neural circuits via enhanced synaptic plasticity and neurogenesis, as well as alter the brain metabolism due to increased release of specific neurotransmitters based on the neurons targeted. It's been shown to be an effective treatment for psychiatric disorders like depression and OCD, even in the most severe cases. However, current brain stimulation technology has low specificity and often relies on highly invasive direct contact electrode techniques, having a high risk of infection. While there are non-invasive methods, the locality of focusing and depth are significantly limited. Additionally, most current technologies are open loop, meaning they do not modulate brain activity in real time. Neurojoy is solving this problem by using magnetoelectric nanoparticles in a headband capable of recording brainwaves and creating a magnetic field to modulate neural activity non-invasively, suppressing psychiatric symptoms in real time. A nanoparticle is an extremely small particle with a dimension less than 100 nanometers. Due to their size, researchers are finding that they are incredibly useful in the biomedical field, improving diagnostics and drug delivery methods. Magnetoelectric nanoparticles are a special type of nanoparticle. They show a strong magnetoelectric coupling, exploiting a phenomenon known as the magnetoelectric effect. What this means is that when MENs are exposed to a magnetic field, they generate local electric fields. In the photo above, you can see their core shell structure. Given that neurons in the brain communicate electrochemically, MENs can be used in the brain to directly stimulate neural circuits using a magnetic field to generate local electric fields with a high specificity. A previous study has used this technique in mice, administering the nanoparticles intravenously, successfully crossing the blood-brain barrier. Ligands, or guide molecules, will be generated that will bind to MENs, so that they can target specific areas of the brain and the receptors of specific neuron types, as demonstrated in previous studies. This will make the treatment more personalized based on the individual's needs and neural abnormalities. Neurojoy's solution leverages this phenomenon and also includes the use of an EEG headband. Neurojoy's solution records brainwave data with an EEG headband in real time. This brainwave data, possibly along with the heart rate and breathing rate data from a smartwatch, will be fed into a machine learning algorithm to predict the onset of a psychiatric symptom, such as a panic attack or depressive episode, or possibly even suicidal thoughts. If predicted, magnetic coils in the headband will be activated, meaning that MENs will generate local electric fields to stimulate neurons in the brain. Neural stimulation will occur whenever MENs are in the brain. We plan to accomplish this within the next 10 years. However, we are very ambitious and are working on a few other projects as part of Neurojoy, having to do with virtual reality for therapy in developing countries, artificial intelligence in medical diagnosis, and various treatments in connectomics and metabolomics. We, as co-founders, are passionate about this topic because it's something that we've dealt with firsthand and that we've seen our friends deal with. And it's something that we believe no one should have to suffer through. Through our work and in our company, we hope to encourage people to maximize their passion. We hope to promote radical transparency, curiosity, positive feedback loops, and we hope to encourage people to play to their strengths. Through Neurojoy, we could possibly impact over 970 million people. And that would mean 970 million lives who are now able to experience lasting joy. If you would like to learn more, please reach out to us at info@neurojoy.com or check out our website, neurojoy.com. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates from Neurojoy.